We got restart zones on. Initials on green in the restart. After that, on the leader. Maintain the post speed. Stay the right side down pit road. Other than that, pretty much all raced the last 2 weeks ago, so kind of all know what we're doing. Good luck. Have fun.
You heard it there from Chris Spencer. He is our league admin, and he's the one that's been putting everything together here. As we got a field full of good drivers here, I believe. As Jerry West, like I said, he went out there and snagged that pole. He usually likes to start in the back and get him and run his way through the field. You always see Jerry run through the field. You very rarely see him qualify up front. Kyle Smith's on the outside front row. He's starting second. Kyle's from Turn 3 Esports. Dustin German, also from Smoke Show Racing. He won our first event. I have to reload my trading paints. I believe we might have something going on here.
I had to close mine completely out.
Yep. What's going on, Chubb? How you doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. You ready to do some asphalt racing here?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Try to have a little better luck than last time.
Yeah, you had a pretty decent race last time. Just a little bad luck there at the end.
Yep.
Are you guys got 2 to go or 1 to go?
2 to green.
All right, 2 to green. So I'll finish this lineup here. Chad Meadows in that number 9 car. Once these just trading paints decides to work right, you'll see a lot different paint jobs from these guys. Last week's winners, Dustin German, Anthony Cottle right there on the outside in the 99 car. Wesley Crump's right there beside him in the 17. Got Dennis Crosby. He's new this week with Dustin Coggin in the 44 car. Noah Abbott and league admin and Christmas Cup champion Chris Spencer back there in 11th place. Christopher Hibbs, he's been around a long time with us. Good to see him back. He had an eventful first week. Dave Dantino, Tyler James, Thomas Dennis, and the wild man himself, Lee Daniel Robinson, as we get ready to take this field to green here in just a minute. Chubb, I didn't think we owned this track, but I guess we've been here before. That was a relief not to have to spend the extra $9 to get on here tonight.
Right.
All right, we're going to go green flag here in just 1 second, guys. Jerry West is going to take them to the green flag as it looks like our trading paints is working now. And you got last week's SRTV car there, last week's winner in the 66 car. I say last week, we raced 2 weeks ago. We took last week off for Easter. We didn't realize NASCAR was going to run their race directly against us as the 86 gets a good start and slides it up in front of Kyle Smith in that 55 car. As the 86 going to look to check out early as we got a whole mess here with, believe it or not, Chad Meadows is loose. I know you're not going to believe that, but he's a little loose. I think he sets him up that way for the long run, even though it's a fixed setup race. Still think he makes it looser somehow. The top 3's broke away. We got 2 SRTV cars with Smoke Show Racing with Kyle Smith right in between them in that 55 car. He's got a lead on the quarter panel. Like I said before, Lee's been a partner of ours before. Good to see them out here on a car racing with Jerry West. That 55 car is looking to the outside. He's been pounding early, and he's got the lead. Is he going to hold the lead through 3 and 4 here? We'll see. We got a long race ahead of us. We got 140 laps. As we are live here on MonsterVision, we've been off for a few weeks as Monsters of Dirt ended their season. Monsters of Dirt will be back in about a week and a half as we fire off with 9 new series. We're hoping to see more asphalt series pop up on the Monster side. But it's going to take other people to run it besides me and Chubb. We got enough on our plate. Chris Spencer's doing a great job with this league so far. He's already got the car count growing. I won't give him a few more weeks and he'll have them up over the 25 mark. get over 25 cars, you got some damn good racing. When you got 16 good drivers, you really do got some good racing. Lee Daniel Robinson, he's been running a lot of dirt lately that I've seen. He's back here in the back, just cruising along with Thomas Dennis. Tyler James, we see him over on dirt also. He's back there in 14th. Dave and Chris are side by side back there. Just watch Chris. He'll save his junk all race, and he'll be there at the end. Anthony Cottle now back in that familiar 99 after we got our trading paints right. Anthony's in 10th place. He's dropped 4 spots early on. Brian Beach, last week's runner-up in that plain black number 18 car. I like that. I like the way Brian drives. MonsterVision might have to look about putting the MonsterVision on his hood. I wonder what he charges. Noah Habit, 7th. Chad Meadows up there in that familiar Napa number 9 car is 6th. As we are breakaway right now, Dennis Crosby. Wesley Crump, Dustin German, last week's winner, ran in the front all race. Once he got there, he pulled out the win. Jerry had some bad luck on a restart, I seem like I remember. Something cost Jerry pretty bad, so he's got a lot of points to make up for the rest of the season. Kyle Smith's out there out front. Kyle's got about a 3/10 lead on Jerry West as Jerry's running it all the way up there to the wall. His teammate right behind him's running just a little bit different line. Let's ride along with Dustin. Are running away. I'm just letting you get a good view of the way they're racing. These guys all racing really good. That's the one thing about this series, guys. It might not have a lot of cars right now as we are only 2 weeks into the new league. These are some good drivers. They keep adding drivers like what they got out here. We're going to have us a hell of a league here in a few months. As we're running our first season, and I think it's about 13 weeks with the All-Star event. Jerry West is running back up to the bumper of Kyle Smith. Kyle Smith used up them tires a little bit, and Jerry's ran them back down. Jerry's one of the best there is at tire conservation. Dustin German's right there in his tracks. They've been running a little separate lines, but they're right there in the same spot. Wesley Crump in that 17 car is up to 4th with Crosby in 5th. Meadows, Beach, Abbott, Cogan, and Cottle round out your top 10. As the number 11 car is looking to get up to the top 10 as he's pulling up on Chubbs for a bumper. Lee Daniel Robinson's up 4 spots in that 76 car. He's in 12th right there behind Spencer with Christopher Hibbs. Christopher Hibbs is having a less eventful race, and that's a good thing. Less eventful means less wrecking, less spinning, less problems. Keep the sheet metal on the car and keep it there for the end. That's always the goal. Got a 4-car breakaway right here as Wesley Crumps ran it up to this group, and don't be surprised if you don't see him leading in a few laps. He might have just caught the draft, or he might actually have a better car right now, as the top 4 are in a bunch right now, as we're 18 laps into this run. Chubb, I'm not trying to distract you, but how's gas looking out there?
Looks like we got about 10 more laps.
10 more laps till pit stops necessary. I mean, we're probably going to have about 4 or 5 pit stops this race at least. As you'll see some guys come in early, try to get the advantage, kind of like today at Martinsville.
All good.
In real NASCAR. It won Byron the race today by coming in early. I don't think you're going to get that kind of advantage on a super speedway, but any advantage is an advantage. Got about 7 laps.
Got one wrecking. But he saved it.
Saved it.
Yep.
Oh, I see the smoke back there, and he's down bottom.
Number 9,
Meadows. Chad Meadows saves it. Chad was loose earlier. Let's see what happens here as he comes off the corner. Oh, he got super loose there. Yeah, but he saved his car. Hey, he saved it though, but he's still got a car for him. And he's still in the race. He might want to get to pit road, get him some tires. Maybe get him a little advantage because he's going to be going a lap down before he knows it. He's only 10 seconds back, so maybe not. About 14 seconds ahead of the leader. Is Smith still leading? Look at West drive it right up to his bumper. West gets that draft, gets that run, but can he find a way around him? Does he even want to find a way around him right now? Leading most laps is a good bonus points in this league, so you definitely, there is an advantage to leading the most laps, especially if you need the points. But Kyle Smith's out there just dominating right now. Kyle Smith finished 3rd last race, and he led a race high 45 laps. Dustin German and Jerry West had the highest quality passes last week. Dustin had 23 quality passes last week. Jerry West right there with 19. Jerry finished 12th, like I said, after that incident late. And he didn't lead any laps last week, so he needs all the points he can get as he goes to the inside of 55. But he's got to put the brakes on a little bit because he didn't have the run. Then he gets a little loose there as German goes by. And the 17 is going to look high too. I know we're about 5-6 laps away from pit stops, if not sooner. We'll see if anybody in the back peels off. Chubb, if you see anybody peel off, let me know.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. That was how many gallons we had. About 46 laps. My bad.
Okay. Well, I was confused. That's my fault. I thought 26 sounded kind of low. As they are 4 cars bumper to bumper out front here. Jerry West is looking to get that 2nd spot back. So we're going to let him run, and I'm going to take a little quick commercial here. I'll show y'all a commercial from iRacing iFlag. If anything happens, I'll pop right back up. Yeah, we never went away anyway. As we'll figure out what this yellow is here for. Noah Abbott says it's on him, so let's go find Noah. As he's back there against the wall, let's look at this incident.
Pace cars, stretch.
Noah goes up, gets loose, turns it right into the wall. That's about the same spot.
Was not intentional at all.
That is about the same spot that Chad got loose earlier.
Like, you were kind of worn out right there. We were trying to get by you, but it's hard to do it on the bottom. So we kind of all stacked up right there because of that.
as you see it, he's going to get his quick fix. Everybody else is coming down pit road now. As thought they were going to pit on 30 on accident, but hell, I ended up being right, Chubb. As the Fit 5 car gets off pit road, he's going to get his lap back. Let's see if the 55 or an 86 can fire off right here. As they drop the jacks, Jerry West comes off, and he's going to definitely be leading in that first spot. It's going to get him that as they come ripping off pit road. As it looks like Jerry West going to come off pit road with the lead, unless Meadows made it to pit road somehow before that. Meadows is still out there. Let's see what his pit strategy was, because he might have already pitted. I'm not sure. No, Meadows has not pitted at all. He's going to stay out there and lead him a lap. Maybe that's his strategy, get him some points and then drop it down on pit road. As we got about 2 laps till we go to green, let's say appreciation to some of our sponsors out there.
Thank you. Yeah, you was on the lead lap when the Thompson came out, right? Still waiting on the 22 to come by.
It tells me to stay behind you.
Yeah, I was. It's telling me to let you by, so I got a speeding penalty. I'm going all the way to the back.
Yeah, I got the same thing. It was telling me to stay behind you, so I guess I raced it.
Yeah, I thought it was. I told him, I said, good and wait this guy, man. He was, all good though.
Alright, as it looks like we're going back to green. Chad stayed out there with those tires. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Chad's pit yet. Our battle box here says he has not had any pit stops, so he's on 30 lap tires. On tires he got loose on. We'll see how this works for Chad, as he's going to take them off of turn 4 here, and that's a good looking group of cars there. We sure are getting a bigger, better field. I like this. We got 16 cars on the lead lap with our league admin in dead last place. Chad Meadows takes the green flag. He fires way late. He stacks the field up, gets loose, and everybody's going to go around the outside. I'm not sure what Chad's strategy is here. We might have a tire limit. He might be saving him an extra set for later in the race. I've been racing with Chad for a long time. You never know what Chad's up to, or Chris Spencer. Them guys are crafty. As the 55-86 side by side coming out of turn 4. 55's drag racing down in front straightaway, but the 86 is going to lead that lap. Jerry West clears the 55 going off into turn 1. Jerry West in that 86 SRTV Hot Rod is checking out. Lee Daniel Robinson's is up 13 spots from his dead last starting spot. Lee Daniels up to 3rd. What about it? Wesley Croat, it seems like the whole race he's been in 4th place. And there's Dustin German. He lost some spots on pit road, but he's back to 5th. Watch out for him. He'll be racing it right back to the front, as Dustin is a very, very aggressive driver. And we got Dustin Coggin right behind him, and that Terry Labonte looking 44. I like that retro car, man. I love retro cars. I wish everybody drove retro cars. Jerry West powering down the front straightaway. He is leading yet another lap. Jerry West has the car to lead the most laps tonight, but Willie Kyle Smith led the most laps in our first race. He led 45, and he's already led a bunch this race. And Daniels right there. 17 cars got to let up, as he ran up on Daniels pretty quick. We have a bunch of cars piled up here with Anthony Cottle. Anthony's got a couple of car lengths behind him in this group. That might be the safest place to be right now. Dennis Crosby behind him with Christopher Hibbs up to 9th. And Brian Beach, we talked about him a lot last week. He's just chilling back there in 10th, but he's still got a good-looking car. Noah Abbott, who pounded the wall that first caution. He went in and got a little quick fix.
Yeah, man, sorry about that, man.
As Dave says he's sorry.
That car's on the back stretch.
So something happened. Let's watch this real quick.
Sorry for you, man. I tried to keep it in, man.
Oh, what happened here?
It's all good.
18's way down on the bottom, comes up. I'm not sure why he was down there in the first place. And he took out Thomas. That was not a very good move, but stuff does happen. Let's follow Dave and see what happened here. I'm really interested to see why he was on the bottom like that.
Hey, guys, just a reminder, make your own restart. You know, we don't change lanes until after the start finish line.
Oh, Dave got loose on the back straightaway. I mean, I'm telling you, this has been a problem all night. As we've had 3 cars all get loose on that back straightaway somewhere. 2 of them caused a caution. Somehow Chad Meadows held on. Speaking of Chad, he was able to hold on through that run. Did not lose a lap on that short run and got him some new tires. So now he's got the cleanest, fastest tires on the track. Watch out for him. These boys got about 5-6 laps on their tires. I don't know how big of a difference that'll make. Chubb, how's she feeling out there, buddy?
It feels all right.
Send us to commercial real quick. Appreciate our guys at ETI.
Everhard Transportation Incorporated Pro Late Model Series.
We appreciate our boys over at ETI, ECR. We're about to start season 15 for the Monsters of Dirt. Not tomorrow, but Monday after next. Monsters of Dirt's been around. We're celebrating our 5-year anniversary on the first day of our season starting. We're starting with 9 new series, including the ETI Pro Late Models. On Thursday nights, we're going to be running novice pro late models on Thursday nights. Got a huge schedule. If dirt's your thing, go to iRacingMonstersOfDirt.com. Check us out as the pace car has turned his lights off. We're about to go back green flag racing here. Refresh that overlay, and we got Jerry West. He led all those caution laps. He's starting to click off the laps led. He definitely needs to lead the most. He needs to get as many points possible. Short season means you need to capitalize every chance you get, especially when you have a down week, and I really believe Jerry can run for this championship. Excuse my voice, as Jerry gets the bump from his teammate back there, Lee Daniel Robinson. Lee Daniel gives him a little bump. That's just enough to push them out front as they both look to pass the 55 car. But the 55 of Smith gets a huge run on the outside as they drag race down the back straightaway. Jerry West just can't get a good start with that 55 car. That 55 car once again takes the lead on the start. Now let's see if Jerry can get back up there and take it back once they get up to full sound. There's Jerry's second, Lee Daniel Robinson's third, Dustin German fourth, and that Terry LeBron looking 44 car, and Dustin Coggins is fifth. Anthony Cottle, man, you don't ever touch asphalt, but he's right there running 6th place. Only time that man sees out asphalt's when he unloads for this race. Shows you how much talent he's got. They're side by side up front. Jerry West is looking once again. He needs to lead the most laps. He's on the bottom. You usually see Jerry being real patient. Not this race. This is as aggressive as I've seen Jerry in the first parts of the race. As we complete lap 44, we're on lap 45 of 140. And we got about 95 laps to go. Jerry's giving it all he can give them on the inside down here, but I think the momentum of the outside, Jerry's going to have to do a dirt slide job on him if he's going to take that lead. As the 55 gets to run again, and Jerry's going to slide in. Well, he was about to slide in, but his teammate Lee right there was about to fill that hole. We almost had us an accident. There's our front five or single file right now. Let's look back here.
I didn't want to get you back.
Noah Abbott, he had his incident earlier, got him a quick fix, and now he's running in 6th place. As Chubb falls a spot to him, and Dennis Crosby is all over his bumper. Chris Spencer back there just biding his time. He's up in the 9th place. Look for Chris to charge about the last 50 laps. Brian Beach has been pretty average this race. He's back in 12th. I expected to see Brian running up front. He's ran up front in everything we've done so far in preseason and the first race. But you might still see him run to the front at the end. You never know. Smith kept West down bottom so long there, he might have burnt West's tires up a little bit, as now he's going to cruise in the lead. And I'm not sure why he went to the bottom there, but that gave Jerry West a ton of momentum. But Jerry wasn't able to do anything with it going off into 1 and 2. We're riding with him. Can he make it stick? He's going to have to slide up in front of him and take that lead. As Kyle Smith gets too big on the outside. Jerry's doing everything he can to get around him on that bottom line without destroying his tires. And somehow he slides up in front of Kyle there. Kyle slides back that down. Now they're going to slide job each other. Jerry's going to try to pin him to the bottom here. If he can, he'll drive off the corner with the lead. Kyle has to let out of it. That's going to give Lee Daniels second spot. And here comes their teammate, Dustin German, looking for that third spot. Kyle somehow slides in between them, and Lee Daniels gives him a little bumper. I think that was a little shot telling him he wasn't clear. Once again, these boys are bumper to bumper. 52 laps into this race. Chubb, did you get loose? What happened to you?
I'm driving too hard and it's killing me. I figured out the line. Warm my tires out, I'm sure.
have settled into a long green flag run here. It might take a while before we see pit stops. These boys might actually get spread out. That back straightaway doesn't get somebody again, that is.
Victor? Yep.
No habit, right as I said that, he gets loose again. He just smacks the wall. He's down in the bottoms. Keep it down there as he's able to hold it to the fence. But after using his first quick fix, that's going to really hurt his chances tonight as he's going to have to bring it on pit road. I'm pretty sure he used a quick fix in that first incident. That might be all we see of Noah tonight. I'm not sure if he'll come back out or not. He took a good little smack there, but they might be able to fix it. Jerry West right out front again. And he's pulling away this time. Jerry's almost got a half-second lead now. After driving it so hard on the bottom, I didn't think he was going to have the tires to do this, but he damn sure does. Look out for the 86 car this season, man. He might win a bunch of races. He's got several cup wins in the Monsters Racing League. Let's find somebody good to ride along with. We'll ride along with the wild man himself, Lee Daniel Robinson. Jerry West does have 3 cup wins in the Monsters Cup Racing Leagues. Between the Pricks of Pavement, Monsters of Pavement, now the NHMRL Monsters Cup Leagues. He's got 3 of them already. But never in the NHMRL. The only one that's ever won a race in the NHMRL is Dustin. Dustin won last week in that good-looking 66 car. Woo, he gets loose there off of 4. He's lucky he didn't just put her in the fence. Dustin's not looking as strong as he did last week, but he's still right there in the top 5. The other Dustin, Kogan and Wesley Crump are back there battling for 5th and 6th. As Wesley been up in the top 4 most of the night. Don't look now, but Lee Admin and Chris Spencer's up to 7th. Dennis Crosby and Brian Beach 8th and 9th. Anthony Cottle settled in 10th. With Christopher Hibbs in 11th. Christopher Hibbs is here, but we don't see Doug Betts. I wonder what happened with old Doug. We miss you, Doug. As Chad Meadows and Thomas Dennis are back here with Tyler James in that Hooters 45 car. We got that M&M 36. That reminds me of the old Elliott Sadler hot rod. But Jerry West is a second and a half ahead of the field now, as he is looking like he's the class of the field. Kevin Smith just got real loose underneath Dustin, but he saved it. How's gas looking? How many more laps?
38.
You can still go 38 more?
Yeah.
Wow. So that could bring us to lap 105. Woo! The way these guys are slipping and sliding out here, I don't know if they can drive it another 38, but I know Jerry West can, as he's about to take a 2-second lead on the field here. As he's driving the wheels off that thing, he's going to be running into lap traffic the way he's driving. Lee Daniel Robinson started dead last. He's up to 14th. Up 14 spots from 16th. He's up to 2nd. With teammate Dustin right there behind him. I think Lee's part of the Smoke Show Racing. Let's see. no driver info tonight, then why not? You see the comparison between these two guys, as German's been faster on 3 of the last 5 laps. But not that one. He lost almost a full 10th on that lap. Let's see the leader. The leader is consistently a 2/10 to a full 10th faster than Lee. Wow, Jerry West is putting it on these boys tonight. As you see how far Jerry's out front right there. Let me get that. Jerry's checked out on the field as 15th place. Christopher Hibbs is on pit road. As he hits pit road real early, he's going to have some good tires. Noah Abbott still sitting there getting repairs. Field's pretty spread out. Look now, Christopher Spencer is up to 5th spot, right on the bumper of Smith. Spencer's kept his nose clean all night, and it looks like he's going to have a hell of a run to the front now. As we're past halfway, we're completing lap 74. Right now, we're on lap 75 of 140. These boys are battling it side by side up here. That 11 car's looking to the inside of Smith. Smith ran his tires for all they had. Apparently, I thought Jerry West was losing his tires the way they were racing earlier, but apparently it's Smith. Smith dominated the early part of this race. Well, I'd say him and West dominated the early part of this race. But Smith's falling back and falling back hard right now. He's back to 6th as that 44 car is running him down. Wesley Crump's up to 5th. He's been running about 4th or 5th all race. As Kyle Smith's going to try a different strategy as he hits pit road real quick right there. He's going to be really fast, but Jerry West is still out there running really good, and I wouldn't expect Jerry to pit any earlier than he needs to. With Lee, Dustin, Chris all in line right there. I'll be surprised if you see SRTV Network on all 4 of those cars somewhere. Wesley Crump's in 5th spot, and Dustin Coggins 6th. Brian Beach is up to 7th, Meadows 8th, Dennis Crosby 9th, and Chubb Anthony Cottle's in 10th. Thomas Dennis is right there on Chubb's bumper. No, that's not Thomas, that's Hibbs. But Hibbs is a lap down. He's a little faster than everybody because he actually 2 laps down. He went in and got tires. You're going to have some guys like that that are going to be flying out here. If they catch cautions just right, maybe that could help them out. I know Kyle Smith has to catch strategy just right now. He pitted the way he did. Crosby finished 4th last week. He's sitting back here in 9th. Not sure where Blankenship is this week, but he's a new daddy, so you never can tell. Got about 60 laps to go as Jerry West is thinking up this show.
.44 pitting this lap.
So 44 said he's coming in from 6th spot. That's big as he piles it off there. Smith's already pitted. Smith's down a lap. I'm going to tell you, the way Jerry West saves his tires, he's not going to let any of these guys deter his strategy. His strategy is just a straight up lap, you suckers. I have a feeling. As I say that, Jerry West peels it down pit road, and it's going to give it a lead to Lee Daniel Robinson and Dustin German as Jerry West is coming down pit road. It looks like he hit it
49
nice.
pitting this lap.
Hit it just the way he needed to hit it. This is going to make everybody hit pit road now as the fastest car on the track is on pit road, and he's going to be gaining a lot of times on all these guys as he puts the 44 car down a lap for just a second as that Kellogg's Chevy hauls butt off of the pit road there. Jerry West is getting some tires. Lee Daniel Robinson puts him a lap down there as Chris Spencer's up to second, Crump third, Brian Beach fourth, Chad Meadows fifth. These are all cars who haven't pitted as Jerry West fires off of pit road. Chubb's on pit road there too with Dustin Coogan coming around. Let's see if Dustin can gain any ground on Jerry by pitting one lap earlier. It looks like Dustin's still quite a distance behind Jerry as Dustin's coming to the start-finish line now, and Jerry's going at it too. Man, what a lead he's going to have when there's no cautions. He's going to have a hell of a lead. These guys are going to have to pit here real soon as Lee Daniel Robinson's got a lot of the guys down a lap right now. Caution would really help him, Spencer, Wesley Crump, and Meadows right now as they can lock the field down a lap. That'd be pretty crazy as we are on lap 89 of 140 coming to 50 to go. Chad Meadows peels off. He's the next one to go on pit road as it looks like he's going to hit it nice and clean. Spencer's still out there with Lee Daniel Robinson and Wesley Crump. They all still need to pit. Chad, looks like you got on and off pretty good.
Yeah, no issues.
You got several cars in front of you coming up that don't have tires. Y'all are going to be flying by them.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the 17 car. Wesley Crump was in second spot. He's still in second spot. His tires gave way and he freaking lost it. He almost caused the caution that they needed. He hops it across. NASCAR didn't throw the flag. He goes all the way to pit road and they keep it rolling. as he's on pit road now. And Chris Spencer's got the lead. League admin, league general manager. Chris Spencer's out front, but he's still got to do a pit stop. Kyle Smith is in front of Jerry West now. Man, just by pitting 5-6 laps earlier, he's got a huge lead on West, but West is going to track him down, most likely. Spencer's still out there hoping for a caution flag. He's still hoping if he catch a caution right now, he'd pin the whole field, except for the top 3, a lap down. Tyler James goes down a lap. Make it 2 laps, but Spencer is going to have to pit soon. That's for position as Cottle goes by. Hibbs there for 11th spot. Car's going to get his lap back as Chris Spencer still out there saving gas, hoping for something wild to happen. That's Chris's kind of style there. Chris is fast as anybody, but he also likes to get those extra advantages off of crazy stuff like this. We'll see if he catches it or not as we come to lap 97 now. Tyler James is kind of flashing as he goes around the outside of our leader to get one of his laps back, as it looks like Chris might be coming down the pit road right now. Nope, still not coming to pit road. What'd you do, fence it?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I think Chris Spencer is going to have a huge disadvantage if this thing goes green from here on out. He's going to have to pit, and these guys are going to be flying by him. Kyle Smith still in front of Jay Weezy, but not by far. He's only about a second ahead of Jerry West. Jerry West going to hawk him down any second. That's the 36 car, and Smith just about touched there. And here comes West. That 86 car's been the class of the field all race, and he's coming. 36 car's giving him a run for his money back there, but 36 is down a few laps. 86 is looking to the high side. He's not real sure where he's going to go. Spencer's still out there as we're on lap 100. Pit lap. Look at Spencer. He hasn't pitted since lap 31. Spencer's been out there for 72 laps leading this thing. Jerry West's a half a track ahead of him, or behind him in second spot, as he's already passed Kyle Smith and left him by about a full second. Dustin German sees Smith in his sights, and he's running him down for that third spot. And here comes Lee Daniel in fifth. Chris Spencer's still out there. He hasn't pitted since lap 31. I'm not sure how many laps he can get on this tank of gas, but he's already got 72 laps on this tank. The newest tires on the track right now are Crump and Robinson. As Spencer rips it down the pit road, I'm not sure if he just got on pit road legally or not. As Jerry West comes around and re-inherits that lead, Jerry's going to take the lead. And if we don't get a caution flag, we might as well give that man the trophy. Kyle's going to have some pretty wore-out tires towards the end here, as these guys are going to eat him up if he doesn't catch a break. Lee Daniel Robinson still your hard charger. You're up 12 spots in this race. There's Dustin Coogan right there in that 44 car. He's trying to run down Lee, but Lee's got 7 lap fresher tires. Wesley Crump's got the freshest tires out there besides Spencer. Spencer's got the best tires, but he's a lap down, and there's only 34 laps to go. And even with his good tires, I don't know if he's going to run Jerry West down and get his lap back or not. He might have to get a caution and a lucky dog. Let's look some battles out here. It's German. Dustin just does not have the car his teammate has tonight. As you see, he's consistently 2/10 slower. And at every lap, that means he's nearly 3 seconds behind. Kyle Smith and Lee Daniel Robinson. As Robinson's running down Smith. And Lee Daniels is nearly 7/10 of a lap quicker than Smith, so that's just a matter of time. And Lee Daniel Robinson's just as much faster than Dustin Coggin as he is Kyle Smith. Coggin and Crump is your next battle here, as it looks like Crump is consistently 3 to 5 tenths faster, but does he have enough time to run them down? Brian Beach is in 7th. He hasn't had his best race tonight, but he's getting some points here and he's still running it up. It looks like that's about the way his night's going. Look at the inconsistency there. 1 lap, he's 3 tenths quicker than the next, and the next lap's 3 tenths slower. I feel your pain, buddy. Chad Beddoes out there in 8th place. He's consistently faster than Crosby, who's in 9th place. And Spencer here, he's going to be about a full second faster than everybody in front of him. But he's going to have to pass a lot of cars. You see the distance here between these two guys. Robinson is way faster right there right now than German. Don't be surprised if Robinson don't get up there and get 2nd place back. Looks like West and German are about the same speed now. And Lee Daniel Robinson is consistently faster than both of them. Watch out. We still got 30-something laps to go. But Jay Weezy guarantees just save his equipment at this point. Kyle Smith pitted way before everybody else. They're going to be quicker, but there's a lot of catching up to do. This Coogan is definitely a straightaway behind him. Crump's got some good tires, but he's in 6th place. Nearly a half a track behind the leader. Let's ride with this leader for a while. He's obviously got it figured out. Let's watch what he's doing. As you see by that chart right there, Jerry West is putting it on second place German. As we got a battle for second spot back here with German and Lee Daniel Robinson. Lee Daniel Robinson's been about a half a second quicker than German every lap. This shouldn't be much of a battle. Jerry West is getting lap 119 complete as we speak. We're on lap 120. There is 20 laps to go. 36 pinned it against the wall there, but kept it there as this battle continues. Sherman's doing everything he can, driving it for all she's got. As Lee Daniel Robinson's got a lot fresher tires. And Lee gets loose, and that's going to hurt his tires right there. And he turns into German, and that's going to cause both of them to get sideways. And somehow they saved it. What a save, what a save. That's some good driving, boys. But that's going to probably cost Lee Daniel Robinson his chance at the runner-up spot. Look at right here as he got loose coming off the corner, went off into the next corner. And man, they saved it. Wow, what a save. That's worth one more look. Let's look at a different angle here. That 76 car was definitely faster, and he got loose right there on the back straightaway, and then drove right into the next corner and made contact. They save it, and they race on. Good job, boys. Lee Daniel Robinson's got such a quicker car. It's a matter now if he's scarred those tires up, as he's going to run right back down and try to get that spot right back. Kyle Smith's not going to run anybody down. He's doing everything he can to hold on to that fourth spot. Well, Wesley Crump don't look much faster back there, as he's in fifth, giving it all she's got with Dusty Coggin back there in sixth. Chris Spencer is freaking flying with the newest tires on the track, but I don't see Chris gaining another 2 or 3 spots. He might get it back into the top 5 before this thing's out. As I must have missed it, he must have ran up there and passed Jerry because he's got his lap back. A lot of guys in this field would like to see a caution, but not Mr. West, as he's got a 6.5 second lead. And as he crosses the line, we got 15 laps to go. Lee Daniel Robinson's all over Dustin German again. Dustin German is just not going to give him the spot, and Lee Daniels is so much faster, he's not going to just settle for third. Let's see what happens this time. Will he find a way around him as the sun's setting here in Iowa Speedway? Or maybe it's just a little cloudy, I'm not sure. He's looking to the outside if he gets this outside line. Oh, caution flag, caution flag. As Smith, that's huge for, no, that's Chib. That's Hibbs, okay. As on the back straightaway, Christopher gets loose. Christopher Hibbs gets loose, spun it into the wall. We've seen that about 6 times tonight with all 6 different guys. As now we got a battle. We're going to have a hell of a fight
Come on, guys,
here.
we got to catch the pace car.
Chubb, you got the lucky dog, didn't you?
Yeah. How does that work? Do I pit after I get it, or?
I'd ask Chris. I don't think you can pit until...
No, it says pit lane closed for me.
Jerry West gets a good 5-car length lead going down on the pit road. These other guys are all piled up.
When it comes to go around that lap, we should be able to pit.
Yeah, Tyler James shouldn't be on pit road right now as he's kind of messing up these leaders. But you live and you learn. He'll get a black flag for that, I'm sure, and have to start in the back. Jerry West has got that pole position. He's got the first spot. I don't see anybody beating him off the line. As Kyle Smith sure glad to get some new rubbers on that car. And with a 10-15 lap run, that 55 is as fast as anybody. Don't count out Spencer. Don't count out German. German comes off second. Lee Daniels third. Wesley Crump got fourth. Kyle Smith comes back there in 7th, but he's going to be fast. He's going to be real fast. He's going to be so fast, you better not get in his way. When we take the green flag, we'll probably have about 10 laps to go.
Welcome to the NHMRL. NASCAR Heats Monster Racing Meet. Watch all races live.
Can I get a wave around, please?
Welcome to the NHMRL. NASCAR Heats Monster Racing Meet. Watch all races live on Monster.
Alright, as the pace car still has his lights on out there, as we're going to probably take green flag with about 9 laps to go. I figured we'd already been 1 to go by now. The 36 car is going to get waved around. Tell you what, this 86 car's been the class of the field all race. He's definitely an asphalt ringer. Jerry West has been racing asphalt sim racing since asphalt sim racing started. So he should be out here putting laps on everybody, and he is. Was it?
I have to start behind everybody. That's what stinks.
With brand new tires on the lead lap, you got to start behind all the lap cars.
Yeah.
So we got 1 to go here as we got all these SRTV Network cars, Smoke Show Racing, Wesley Crump in his familiar 4 spot. Watch out for Chris Spencer. He'll charge through this field and get him a good finish. And checkers or wreckers for Christopher Spencer, I'll tell you right now.
Sorry about that, Tyler.
Hopefully we can call this thing all the way to the green checkered flag. It's been a good night of racing at Iowa Speedway here on MonsterVision. I appreciate everybody out there who watched and all that. I didn't look for comments or anything, so sorry if anybody did actually comment. We're just getting our fan base and our drivers up for this series. Hopefully we grow it. 16 cars tonight, and all 16 cars are still part of this event. Noah's sitting on pit road, but he's still here. Tyler James is here in 15th spot as Jay Weezy gets a hell of a good jump in. Lee Daniels looks to the inside. Lee had a hell of a jump on the inside. He's looking to the outside as he clears off in front of Dustin German. Dustin German's not going to challenge that spot as he didn't have the run. Kyle Smith's coming up to the middle. He's really loose right there. He looked like he was going to charge through the middle. Instead, he gets loose and falls back. Lee Daniel Robinson's all the way up to 2nd place from a dead last starting position. German's in 3rd. He's got the run coming off the corner. What's he going to do with it? With Crump right there pushing him. Behind him, we got a 5-car battle as we got the 44, 55, 11, 22, and 18 all battling it out with Chad Meadows looking for a way around him. Christopher Spencer pushes that 55 around on the outside. 44 is looking strong on the inside, but the 11's going to clear him coming off the corner. Maybe not, as Christopher Spencer gets a little loose there in 6th spot. Jerry West has got that lead. We're coming down to 134 done. We're about to start 135. 5 laps to go. Lee Daniel Robinson 2nd, Dustin German 3rd, Wesley Crump 4th with Kyle Smith in 5th. Spencer's in 6th, and he's on the hunt. Brian Beach has had a lackluster race all race, but he's trying to gain some spots here at the end as Brian's up to 7th. Let's see what he can do here on these last few laps. We're coming down with lap 135 complete. We're on lap 136. They're ripping it down the back straightaway with those three teammates right there. 1, 2, 3 with Crump in fourth. 55's coming right there in fifth with Spencer looking to the inside. I can't say Spencer's got fresher tires because they all got tires now. It's just who's going to drive the wheels off of them, who's going to use up the tires, and who's going to take this win. Jerry West has been the fastest all night, but Lee Daniels is sure looking for a way around his buddy there as he pushes him down the back straightaway. He releases him. He goes high, and he's going to get a hell of a run coming off the corner. I don't think he pushed him in there hard enough as Jerry West gets a good three-car length run on him off the corner, and German looks for a run around him. I think Lee Daniel Robinson might be scared to pass his buddy there as Jerry West rips it down the back straightaway. He's 3 car lengths ahead of Lee Daniel Robinson as Crump says, I'm not in for this teammate lining up stuff. He drops it to the bottom. He takes third. He's battling for second. We got 2 laps to go. That 55 cars ran it back up to 5th spot. It's going to be a good points night for Kyle Smith, regardless if Spencer can get around him or not. As Jerry West might as well have this race in the bank. It all came down to that one move 2 laps ago. Daniels had to push him in harder, and he just couldn't get there to do it. Or didn't want to do it. Who knows? Dustin German's third. Kyle Smith fourth. Spencer fifth and Beach sixth. No, Beach is seventh. He's been running seventh, eighth most of the race. Coogan's ninth, eighth, and Crosby's ninth. Jerry West coming around turn 4. We got one getting loose. It's a 17 car as Jerry West takes the white flag.
No, that's a checker.
Oh, that's a checker. My bad. Checkered flag. Lee Daniel Robinson second. Dustin German third. Kyle Smith fourth. Spencer got fifth.
Good one, Jerry.
Sixth. Coogan seventh.
Good one, guys.
Crump eighth.
Yeah, good race.
Crosby
Good race,
ninth.
everybody. Thanks,
Chad
man.
Meadows 10th. Anthony Cottle wraps
What a
up
hell of a battle there, Kyle.
with 11th place finish. Dennis, Dave, Christopher, Tyler, Noah. What a race, guys. Good race.
It's a fun race, fellas. I enjoy that.
As Jerry West is letting her rip out there. Let her rip, Tater Chip. He led a ton of laps tonight, and he takes the win. He probably would have won week 1 if it wasn't for a restart issue where he got spun on the front row. Jerry comes back, takes the win. He is our second winner in NHMRL. And our top 3 is Dustin German, Lee Daniel Robinson, and Jerry West. Good race, guys. Top 3 to Discord for interviews. Chubb, how'd your race go, buddy?
That went pretty good. Just no laps here.
Getting all your experience out on the track.
Yeah.
Well, both weeks you ran good, man. I wouldn't be disappointed with the way you ran by no means. So, good run.
All right.
Just didn't have the finish to back it up, but you did have a good run. But, all right, well, let's get some guys up in here and let's do some interviews. Let's see. Let's see, is this Dave German? Let's see, is that him? I can't pull people in here. Urgh. There's a locked room. I'm going to go to another room.
All right, we'll catch you later.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Later.
All right, guys. Hop in the room I'm in. There you go. Dustin German, hop over here, Lee Daniel Robinson. Dustin German finished third place tonight, man. You had a good run all night. Not quite the car you had the first week of the season, but you still managed a third place run out there tonight, buddy. How'd you do it? Dustin, do you got me? Jay Weezy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
All right, Dustin. Like I said, man, you had a hell of a race the first week. You got the win. Tonight, you picked up a third place run. Looked like you drove her for all she had, really, tonight to get that third place run. That was a good race out there. How'd you do it tonight, Dustin?
Yeah, it was a good race. Me and Lee battled pretty much the whole time. I think Jerry was his class of the field. You know, we could tell that from early on. Yeah, he had us covered there, and we had that caution at the end. But yeah, he just had a little bit more than we did, man. We couldn't do nothing with him there.
Yeah, he definitely was fast all night, but all four of you guys, I know all y'all are buddies. I'm not sure if Lee's part of the team or not, but the whole team was out there showing out tonight. And good run tonight, Dustin, man. You want to thank anybody before we jump out of here?
Yeah, just want to thank you, man, John, and NHMRL for putting it on, and everybody watching. I want to thank my team, Smoke Show Racing. Congratulate Jerry on the win, and SRTV on the hood.
Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate you, Dustin. We'll see you next week, buddy. All right, Lee Daniel Robinson, man, that car was fast all night, and you found your way around them there at the end and got second place. I think the second fastest car all night was definitely that 76 Hot Rod. You ran it up 14 spots. Definitely the hard charger. What happened out there in qualifying to make you start so far back?
I just missed it, man. I wasn't paying attention, wasn't watching the times, and I just barely made it in the grid. It was a lot of fun though, racing with German and driving up to the field. I had a blast with it.
Man, I tell you what, both of y'all saved y'all's cars in that one incident where you got a little loose, and I'm not sure what happened going off in the corner, but that was a hell of a save by both of you guys. And yeah, I wasn't sure if you were using Wheezy's strategy or not, because usually it's Wheezy who starts in the back and runs it to the front. But once you got up there, you were definitely top three car all night. Hell of a run tonight, Lee. You want to thank anybody?
Yeah, man. I want to thank all these guys for racing like they do. You know, it's super fun racing with these guys. They race hard, and you know, sometimes we get into it with each other, but we know that we're all fighting for the same thing, right? So I want to thank everybody that we're racing with, and obviously SRTV and you for putting on the broadcast, and the league and NHMRL. It's a lot of fun, man. Really enjoying it.
Well, yeah, we're building this thing up every week. Chris Spencer's doing a hell of a job with building this series up, and we're not building it up with just crappy drivers. We got 16 drivers out there, but they were all good drivers, and we keep building it up that way. It's going to be a hell of a series. A good run tonight, Lee. We'll catch you next week, buddy.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. All right, Jay Weezy, Jerry West went out there, took the pole, and just pretty much dominated this whole show. Kevin Smith tried his best to put it on you out there, but just nobody had nothing for you. Once you got out front, you cleared the field by a good second every time. Why were you so much faster than everybody, Jerry?
First of all, man, I didn't even think I was going to make qualifying. Usually I don't qualify, and I wasn't. That was the plan tonight, was not to qualify. But right before qualifying in practice, I had some issues with my computer. So during qualifying, I took that time to make some adjustments, maybe close some stuff that needed to be closed, turn a fan on. I think it was getting a little hot in here. Something happened. So I wanted to go out in qualifying and just run a lap and see if it was going to be smooth. I didn't want what happened to me in my other league race to happen again, where I was getting ready to finish on the podium and then I end up a half lap behind back in 14th at a blink of an eye. I don't know, but so we went out and qualified, ran a lap, it stuck, and I ended up on the pole. I was surprised. I think Lee had the fastest car in qualifying, but since he missed it, it puts us up there with Kyle Smith in that 55, and you know, he got off to a good start, man. Every time on them new tires, man, he was good for a few laps, and then until he wasn't, and he was slipping and sliding around a lot out there. It was just really hard to pass. A few close calls out there, you know, for the number one spot. I believe we almost lost it there one time, but I mean, no harm, no foul, man. He said sorry. I said, no problem, But yeah, it was just tough to pass out there. And I knew that being up front would be important. And the green flag runs is very important because the longer it goes, the better I am. But I was definitely worried about all the teammates, man, like Dustin. Even though they don't, Lee's not officially a teammate, I think he is. So
Yeah,
Lee, Dustin, Chris, all the guys, I was worried about them, and of course Kyle, because he was fast. I didn't know what he was going to end up doing on the long runs there. So, yeah, we just kind of searched around a lot. I don't know if you was watching, but I kind of went high there, went low here, medium, and just try to figure out where I was going to be the most consistent, because I believe that's what put the distance between me and whoever was second at the time. So being consistent and hitting those marks and finding that right line is what got us the win tonight.
Yeah, I saw you searching, and Kyle Smith was driving with everything he had to stay out in front of you there, and he definitely wore his junk out, but he caught the cautions right and was able to run it back up to fourth. He's still going to be a hell of a competitor for you guys all season, as he's got 2 top 5s to start this season. But Jerry, man, you definitely were the class of the field, and I knew with your tire, the way you can save tires, these boys are in trouble on these long runs, and I think this is going to be a hell of a season for you. Good run out there, and we'll see you again next week. Thank anybody you want to thank before we jump out of here.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Kyle Smith for running us clean, running us hard, and giving us the most fun we had tonight was early in the race. So, the rest was just concentrating and running. So shout out to Kyle. Shout out to all the drivers that show up, because if it wasn't for them, it'd be boring, right? So shout out to everybody. A lot of good drivers here. That makes it better. Shout out to you and Chubbs for what y'all do. And of course, Chris, all the admins at the NHMRL. And of course my teammates, man. We're gonna call Lee a teammate, so shout out to all them boys. And SRTV's on the hood of this thing, gotta give them a shout out, man. And of course we'll be back live with the Monsters of Dirt. So was that the 15th?
Yep, 15th, and then the 16th. You'll be back the 15th and then the 18th for 2 shows on the 18th. So yeah, we got a busy season ahead of us in Monsters of Dirt, and a lot of racing on asphalt in between. So good run tonight, Jerry. And
all right, man. Thanks to you and anybody that's out there watching, man. You guys, it was a lot of fun tonight. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, Chris, I want to give a special shout out to Chris. Chris is behind the scenes. I've pretty much went hands off with this thing, and anybody who knows me knows I know how to run a big league, but I know Chris can do this, and I'm just letting him run it the way he wants to run it. I'm hands off. This is his league, and he's doing a hell of a job with it. And I give him 2 or 3 more races, and you're going to see 25 plus cars, because when you have good racing like this, guys want to be a part of it. Appreciate it, everybody coming out. We'll see you next week.